Hi, and welcome to the Popular Lowness Club. I am your reader. If this is your first time here, I do curse. If you do not like cursing, this may not be the channel for you. But if you can wrap your mind around it, then welcome. Okay? I also speak the truth, nothing but the truth. So if you don't like the truth either, then you might not want to be here, because either way, if it comes up for the collective, if it comes up for the other person, the truth is the truth. Okay? So if you're okay with those things, then welcome, guys. Welcome. All right, I'm gonna get into the reading. All right, place yourself where you belong. Okay, this could be past, it can be present, it can be a future prediction. Okay, he can be a she can be a he. This is energy, so it is fluent. All right, let's see. Ooh, we have the devil in reverse. I feel like you're escaping something. You're releasing some sort of belief. You could have been a pick-me. I hate that. Let me not say that. You could have been, male-centered, female-centered, always needed to be in some sort of relationship, a connection or something like that. Or you released yourself from somebody you felt that was real fucking toxic. Real toxic, real karmic, something like that. This could be somebody who was very jealous. Jealous. All right? You're detaching from someone here. Regaining your freedom. Your sense of self. Ooh. We have the King of Swords in reverse. You could be doing this quietly here. Removing yourself out of a situation peacefully and quietly. Because you feel like this is somebody who likes to have some sort of emotional control over people. So it's like you really can't tell somebody what your next move is, because they'll try to manipulate you to come back. I'm hearing like this is somebody who uses their head over their heart all the time. I feel like you don't trust this person. There's nothing that this person can say or do that is going to let you, or that's going to make you go back. But this is something, I feel like this is somebody who is used to winning. They're used to getting what they want here, because they misuse their power. Like all the time. And this is why you're detaching from this type of person here. Yeah, this is somebody who likes to have emotional control over other people. This is somebody who's afraid of their own emotions. So they use whatever vulnerability you could possibly have against you here to make you feel weak. But they're really weak. They're really weak. You could have also called someone out here. But it's something where you're doing something quietly now. It's something like this person just, I'm hearing they giving you the ick. Yeah, I feel like you want to remove yourself. You want to go somewhere far, far, far away from this person. It's like you're trying to get away from this person so fast. I feel like this is somebody who could have recklessly even came into your energy. Thinking that you would be a new beginning, a new possibility or some shit. Somebody wants you to have some sort of blind faith to their emotional manipulation, their emotional control, their misuse of power. It's like somebody wanted you to worship them, but they didn't know they didn't know that you was already released and free. Like, you're a free man. You know what I'm saying? You're a free woman. Like, you're already free of something here. You've already detached from certain old beliefs or habits that you may have had. You could have been the type that always, my man, my man, my man, my man, my man, my girl, my girl, my girl, something like that, whatever. All right? Let me just keep it one way, all right? I'm just going to speak in the female. All right? Y'all switch your roles over to me. All right? Okay? All right, thank you. Because, baby, all that back and forth is getting me dizzy already. All right? So it's like somebody definitely wanted you to have some sort of blind faith over a situation they could have possibly been in. It's like somebody felt like you was easy to manipulate emotionally. Little do they know, you've been doing the work. Little do they know, you've been doing the work. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, let's see. We have the King of Wands. Somebody didn't know that you was a fucking leader. that you lead your own life. Like, you don't follow the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just want something just because everybody else is having it. It got to be a reason for you here, collective. I seen that you seen the bigger picture. This was going to be somebody who was going to hold you up, slow you down, try to even take you back to the things that you already came up out of, the things that you've already released. I feel like you're more like a free spirit. Even if you're not, like, I feel like you're more creative. You're more like a free spirit. You like to actually explore new opportunities, new ventures, new things. And I'm not saying new people, like relationships like that, but I feel like you're very mature in certain areas, and this person was very, very immature. Hence the emotional manipulation, right? The emotional control that they need to have over you, right? To feel powerful. Somebody didn't know you was a leader. Somebody didn't think that you was going to tell them to get the fuck on, get out your face, and leave you alone. I feel like this is somebody who was trying to keep you private as well. Okay, this is where that blind faith is coming in. Somebody wanted to keep you private. Somebody wanted to emotionally control you and say, baby, 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 it's not the right time. It's not the right time. It's not the right time to be, public. It's like somebody wanted to do something to you privately, or wanted to make you feel something privately. Somebody wants you to feel attached to them. We have the Queen of Swords. I feel like you are a very public person. And you fucking speaks your truth. I feel like you're very independent. You have a lot of clear boundaries here, collective. You are a direct communicator, so you could have told this person to kiss your ass, okay, and never come back. It's something here that you're trying to highlight here as well. Like I said, this person could be very, very private, or they could have tried to put you in a situation that was very private. Maybe even a third party. They probably had you in a triangulation, okay? Whether you knew or you didn't know, that's not the motherfucking factor, okay? I'm sure there's a lie somewhere circle around this, and I feel like you was very direct with this person, okay? If this is somebody who is trying to communicate with you here, collective, I feel like, you try to tell this person nicely to leave you the fuck alone, or you're going to make some shit public, and they're not going to like it. I'm hearing, get the fuck away from me, or I'm going to make a scene. Okay? Like, get away from me, or I'm going to make a scene. You already know how direct I am. You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone. Stop pushing me. It's like somebody likes the emotional reactions that you give them. It doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. But I feel like you're giving them straight negative, reactions. Somebody gives you the ick. This person gives you the ick. You could even told this person directly that you don't like them. But they keep coming back. I don't think they take you seriously. I don't think that they think that you're serious. This could possibly be somebody who really have a hard time with rejection. They probably wasn't rejected much, and here you go rejecting their asses. Like, I think you told somebody, or you gave somebody a warning. Okay, I see what the fuck you doing with this King of Swords in the reverse. You're the Queen of Swords in the upright. I see what the fuck you doing, you piece of shit karmic ass. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me. I'm going to destroy you. But somebody thought that, you could have just been in a place of a new beginning. You have a lot of opportunities ahead of you here, collective. You really is a trusting person. You really are. I feel like you trust people with a lot of things. You might need to work on that, because you see how you could easily find yourself in interactions with these King of Swords in the reverses by trying to emotionally control you just by the things that you could possibly share. But I feel like, because you know that you're the Queen of Swords, you're the King of Wands, and you know that you have the ability to be free. You know who you are. People who fuck with you will find out. It's like they're not used to people like you, okay? You might be a very public person, very public, but you're not afraid to cut a motherfucker off. You're not afraid to look stupid. You're like, okay, oh well. Next. Yeah, you're not afraid to look stupid. Been there, done that. Okay? You've been through some trials and some tribulations here, collective, but you are free. You are. You release some sort of limited belief here. You release the detachments that you was carrying on. And it's been a struggle. But it took a lot of courage. It took a lot of faith here. A lot. But at the end of the day, you drew a lot of boundaries here. It's like people just can't fuck with you for real. They either like you or they hate you. But they really You know what's so crazy? Somebody can be so, they can admire the way that you handle situations, the way that you get up, the way that you get up, you know, the way you keep fighting, the way you make a way, other ways. Somebody can really admire this. But at the same time, they can also be looking at this as a weakness because they feel like, you know, why do you always start over, or why do you start anew? It's not the fact that you're running from anything, it's just that you're freeing your spirit from bullshit. Like, you're not limited. And this is why the devil in reverse is coming out. And yes, it's been a struggle. It's been something that you've had to fight for. But you've been resilient. And you stood your fucking ground. It's like somebody don't know everything about you. They think they do because they feel like they know enough. But see, this is what happens when you stop on the third chapter. On the third chapter, and there's 10 chapters. This is when you think that you knew enough. Somebody fucked around and found out. There go that star at the bottom of the deck. Somebody didn't know that you was an earth angel, that you're working on yourself, that you can possibly be an empath. An empath fed the fuck up. You're fed up of being nice. You are fed up of being emotionally manipulated and controlled, and people misusing the information that you provide them so you can gain closeness. Instead, they so karmic, they don't even know it, that they always fuck around and end up losing you here, collective. Ooh, that came out fast. We have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you seen clearly what this individual was doing to you. This person gives you the ick. They really do. And I feel like it's causing some sort of conflict with you and this person, because it's like you're gonna have to keep telling this person no, especially if you have like interaction with this person all the time. This is somebody who is just going to irk you until you really ghost and disappear. But it's some sort of truth that you're willing to expose about this person. I feel like you don't give a fuck. You don't care how it makes you look or anything. If this person keep fucking playing with you, you're going to expose the fuck out of them. This can be somebody who got everybody starstruck. You know what I'm saying? This can be a hard worker. This can be somebody who put on a real good mask. You know what I'm saying? Quiet, whatever, reserved, everything. But with you here, collective, they was a little ass fucking little kid. Little ass fucking little kid. Very insecure. Like, you started to see the fucking veil. The mask dropped. Yep. I feel like you didn't hide this from this person at all. And I feel like this person is going to keep coming towards you because you tell them the truth. Like, you read this person to filth. But they keep coming back for more. Maybe they're trying to prove you wrong. But I feel like you're completely over this person. Five of Swords. Somebody is going to try to stop you from moving forward here, collective. Or somebody was trying to see if they was going to be able to get you to be blinded by the bullshit that they was feeding you. This is somebody who wanted to win at all costs. Okay? But see, what's happening here is, like, I feel like you defeated this person. Okay? I feel like you defeated this person. I feel like you defeated them and you didn't even have to do too much. You just had to cut them off mentally, emotionally, physically, and just start anew. I feel like you're used to starting new. This wasn't going to be some sort of, painful experience for you here, collective. It could also be where somebody was trying to put you like in a third party, being very sneaky here. All right, to become like some sort of a cycle of abusive relationship. This is why somebody wanted you to have the blind faith. What is wrong with folks? Folks are stupid. What is wrong with folks? We have the Four of Wands. I feel like this is somebody who was maybe even feeding you things you possibly wanted to hear, but it's like somebody didn't know that you were past the fairy tale stage. Yeah. I feel like it's something in your circumstances here, collective, that this person preyed upon. It could have been a family connect, a unit, some sort of stability here, a home. It's like somebody didn't want you to feel as if you can be the leader of your own stability, like you would need them for whatever reason to either make you look good, to change your circumstances, something like that. Mm. Don't date and lack it. Do not date and lack. If you are lacking in anything, do not date and lack. We have the Three of Swords coming out in the reverse here. I feel like because you are healing, boo boo, okay? All right, you're in some sort of recovery. You release a lot of pain, and you are okay with moving on. You don't keep shit tucked. You don't regret anything anymore. I feel like for many of you, you could have dragged yourself for a very long time. You could have been in an energy of dragging, an energy of feeling like regret and shame, and it could have been like in other relationships, more closer relationships, maybe family relationships, and you could have just been carrying an aura of shame and guilt and being dragged upon, and you just was calling in the real, fucked up people. I feel like, this could be your last connection, calling in somebody this way here, collective, because again, you're releasing and you're walking away from certain things that do not serve you, especially when it has everything to do with your emotions. I feel like you are also protecting this. You're protecting your heart at all cost. And I feel like it's with unbiased judgment because you've been through a lot. There's a lot of trials and tribulations here in your story. Okay. I feel like life was your best teacher, though it could have been hard. It could have been very difficult. It could have been very shameful. It could have been embarrassing. It could have been happy times. It could have been really rough times. Whatever it was here, collective, there's a lot of experience here with you. And you just keep on getting up because that's just who you are. You're not a quitter until you have to say, you know what? I have to release you for the sake of me. I feel like, you've tried hard to manage or maintain something and it just doesn't. So it's like now you have to really focus on yourself, and you are. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, whoever you are. I know you are around a bunch of people who want you to feel heartbroken because you could have disappointed them. I feel like this person too, they're in the same energy. It's something that they wanted from you, to walk in some sort of blind faith. You disappointed them when you started showing them like, you got me fucked up. I will walk away from you any second. And the fact that you spoke this and you were clear to them and you actually did it, this person is like, oh shit, they really had you fucked up. Now there's no turning back. There's no turning back. They definitely came at the right time, because maybe if they would have came, months sooner or years, a few years sooner here, collective, that devil would have been flipped upright. Because you was definitely up in that bitch. You was locked down and loaded. You was tied to the devil, honey. All right? Calling it love. Calling it love. I'm not. Yeah, now there we go. Ooh, that's the first one. Wow. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay, like I said, you could have been in the energy of feeling trapped in prison and guilty and sad because especially if you're a parent, and you got whatever. All right, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who you could have felt like you made so many mistakes to people who didn't have the say so of being here, but you had to realize that you didn't have to say so of being here either, but you're taking the necessary steps to heal, break free from certain things, bring certain kinds of harmony. And it's like these are people who knew this about you, but they wanted you to feel trapped, like you couldn't let go, because if I feel bad, you got to feel bad too. But see, that's not how you rock. It don't matter who it is, because you have the idea of, when if you can do something and you can get, so can other people. You don't compete, or you don't put people beneath you in no kind of way. Unfortunately, the people that you had to break free from are those who do. They have to have some sort of level of control and power over you. And I feel like, again, if you're an empath and you're empathetic and you're an earth angel and you're chosen, you're very, very emotional. You're very, very emotional. And it's like you don't keep many secrets, but you need to learn how to, because you're going to continue to bring in the same energy, because people just, they are. I don't think that they do it purposely. Some people don't do it purposely. Some people do it very insidiously and purposely. But you'll know the difference, But people are people. They will judge you just by knowing certain things that you could have been involved in. Even if you're not involved in those things anymore. And my thing's in, fuck that shit. If you're involved in it still, if it don't have nothing to do with nobody else, then you should mind their fucking business. It's like, I don't understand why people feel like they have to feel like other people have to appease them and do what the fuck that they have to do, like they the motherfucking almighty. They're not the almighty. But I feel like you could have felt like you was trapped, like, oh shit. You could have felt like you was being disloyal, that you was going against the grain, and you kept yourself and held yourself at the Eight of Swords for a very long time. And this is why it was difficult. That's why I said, for many of you, y'all had like the best school of hard knock life. Okay? The best school of hard knock life. Okay? And now everything that you have successfully passed and got over, you're now executing those things, even if it means that you have 1-2 people in your life to go on this journey with you. It's like you will be rewarded with other people coming on your path, other people who can see your truth, who can understand, and who can resonate with you when it comes to some sort of truth being revealed about emotional control and manipulation, and people misusing their power over that kindness, that softness, that loving nature, that part of you, to try to ruin you, collective. Somebody try to turn you cold, but I feel like you're cold only to where your energy says this is not safe. Yeah. Temperance, balance. I feel like you're finding your purpose. All right. A pain into a purpose here. I feel like people were trying to rip away your spirit. Take away your light. By trying to remind you about an Eight of Swords. But I feel like here, collective, the more they tried to remind you, the more and more spirit came down to give you some sort of grace here. And I feel like you learned how to pour into your cup. I feel like you learned how to save some for later. And again, at the end of the day, I just feel like that you didn't deserve any of the mistreatment that you went through. This was a breakthrough. This is a breakthrough. Finding your purpose is a breakthrough. Some people just never find it. They stay in the Eight of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups. Like I said, somebody was really trying to put you in some sort of competition to win over like a household, a family connection here. All right. It's like somebody wanted you to walk in blind faith and say, listen, if you follow me, no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on with this situation, you know what I'm saying? Just I got you. I will give you this. This is what you want. And it's like, bitch, I don't want this. I used to want that, but I don't want that anymore. Like you missed that opportunity. Okay. And I feel like somebody continuously tried to put you in a sense of illusion, promising you some sort of happiness and a home life, some sort of divine love, some sort of partnership. This can now be coming into your life for certain. Okay. I feel like you're taking the risk only for yourself. All right. I feel like at the end of the day, like you will be fulfilled. Your dreams will come true. There will be support. Okay. And let me tell you something, just because you're related doesn't mean it makes you family. All right. So wherever you find your family at, there will be rejoicing. Okay. There will be harmony. There will be peace. Okay. Celebrations, all of that. You have the sun. You're about to do something real big here, collective. Something new. It's something here that you felt like you was never going to be able to obtain, but it's something new. The sun is definitely shining on some sort of, it's like a eureka moment. Something about your stability and how you see family or how you see life, but you're like taking this in like your own hands. You're gonna start from scratch. It's like started from the bottom. Now I'm here. It's definitely a rebirth. It's like you see things so much clearer, so differently than what you used to. It's like the moment you broke free from feeling as if you were captured and found the balance that you needed to require for you to continue to move forward, was the moment that you decided to say, you know what, I'm just done. Good for you. We have the Hermit, but it's come out in coursing. Everything in coursing comes out in it's something that you are doing independently, about soul searching. It's something that, yeah, this is why you were able to move on and recover, because you had to take time for yourself. You had to move yourself out the crowd. Okay. You had to become your own cheerleader. All right. You had to start creating clear boundaries. Like, listen, all right, if you don't want this relationship, there's no reason for me to try to be blind in it anymore, to feel trapped, to feel as if I'm like, no, like I feel like you know that you deserve more here, collective. And it could have been at a time during your introspection. It could have been an awakening. All right. It definitely could be a time when you were meditating, being alone, truth seeking. Definitely. Because you're a truth speaker. That's how you release pain. And you're a very forgiving person. So it's like, if you can forgive everybody else, you got to be able to forgive yourself. It's like somebody didn't want you to forgive yourself. Because it's like somebody wanted you to continue to pour out for them. It's like they was gonna just take anything that they wanted to take from you. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Lovers, we have the Two of Cups, and then we have Queen of Wands. With the Lovers and the Two of Cups, this is like a choice. You're going to have an opportunity of multiple love offers, multiple things, opportunities in which you love, partnerships. You're going to be able to invest in partnerships with people who you can actually handpick. It's something about you and your independence. how you're regaining independence. There's a lot of self-love, wish fulfillment coming through. You're using your higher wisdom here. Some people can feel like you think that you righteous. Yeah. Some people feel like you're overly righteous here, collective. But that's because you're emotionally stable. But I feel like this is the reason why they wanted you to be knocked off whatever pedestal you felt like you was on. It's like if you're not getting no pats on the back, you're going to pat yourself on the back no matter what. I feel like whoever this person is, they knew a part of your story here, collective, that, you know, told them that you were used to this type of treatment. But see, where they fucked up at is that they were supposed to nurture it, not slaughter it. They chose to slaughter it. And I feel like you did not feel safe or protected with someone to even give them your blind faith. You could have told someone stories about you loving someone so deeply. You could even have children by a person here or whatever. You can be a single parent, and they just took all your pain because this is what you were used to, and that's what they gave back to keep you trapped. Boy, oh boy. It's interesting how you can tell somebody your past, but you can also tell them your present and where you're currently working on. And the present stuff goes out the window because it's like, blah, whatever. You know the past. Like, it's the past stuff. It's the past stuff. But see, when you were in the past, you were extra gullible. You were more naive. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody can just tell you anything because you was wishing upon a star. You wanted a family. You wanted a mate. You wanted somebody to share bills with. But now you're like, you don't want none of that shit. It's something where you're pouring back into your own cup. Yeah. And it can also be where you're like, you know what, you're no longer going to share certain stories with individuals, at least not so soon. But it's like sometimes, how can I put this, some of you may feel like you just never want to repeat the times when you were in the Eight of Swords ever again, because it's like, seems like everybody that you run into or encounter, they all end up like shit. Like assholes, emotional abusers, manipulators. Like they all end up falling into the same category. Like nobody knows how to love. But now you're going to remove yourself from the situation. You're going to just love yourself. You're just going to love yourself. Just going to love yourself. We have the Page of Swords. New mental energy. We have the Page of Wands. Everything is new because it's a rebirth. Everything is new. Free spirits, freedom. You're going to be speaking differently, just like I just said. You're no longer going to be sharing, okay, the details of your past to anyone that in your life, because they always end up using your pain against you some way, somehow. It's like, close the door. The chapter is over. There's no need to announce it all over again. So it's definitely going to be a way that you communicate new things, new ideas. It might be more things like, it's going to be hard though. With the Two of Swords, it's going to be a hard decision to do this, because you've been doing something for so long. And I guess this is why people feel like they can go ahead and continue to put you in an Eight of Swords situation, because this is difficult to do, especially if you don't look at your life as a fuck up. Like, everybody goes through things, but it's like you have to find a safe place to do this. Maybe write in a journal. Find a journal. Start journaling, because I feel like this new way of communication would be very difficult for you here, collective, because it's like you've been avoiding changing that because you want people to be better individuals. All my life I had to fight. It's been a long you've been fighting this battle. It's like you had too much faith into you had too much faith in people. It's been a challenge trying to find the right people, okay, that can understand and empathize with you truly, not use things against you, not put you in some sort of secret competition because they feel like you deserve to be, again, in this Eight of Swords. It's been a challenge. It has. It's been very difficult for you to change whatever this habit is in communication. Not saying that you are, that's a reverse. I'm scared. We have the Two of Wands. I told you it's been a challenge for you. What are you afraid of? It's like you're okay with starting over on certain things, but I feel like you search for deep connections. Stop searching for deep connections. Stop searching for deep connections. Just maybe you just may not need to be a part of every conversation. Maybe just sit there and listen. It's like playing it safe. But I know this is not your energy, but again, if in certain environments, it forces you to have to be this way. And you might just want to break free from whatever this environment is, whatever the situation is. I feel like, again, like somebody definitely used something that you told them against you. And somebody thought that you was going to allow them to treat you as if you were back in your past. And that's not, it wasn't accurate. Mm-mm. We have the Tower. This change could have happened suddenly for you, where you decided to awaken to some bullshit that, like some consistent chaos that's been in your life, collective. It's sad, right? It's sad to be a good human being and you want other people to be real good human beings, but you have to dim your light. You have to be private. You can't form deep connections. And it's like, well, how would I know if you're truly a good human being or not? Like, have you forgiven yourself? Are you free enough to speak some sort of truth that you feel like, whatever, even if anybody would judge it, I'll walk away from that shit? It's just a lot of people aren't willing to continuously start over, walk away from things that don't serve them. So if you want to be a part of the world, it might be the sacrifices that you need to make. And just realize that your people will find you, but don't go looking for them, because it's very rare. What you're looking for is very rare. Very rare. And it may take a very long time to find it. And you could know this. Energetically, you could know this. This is why the Two of Wands is coming out in the reverse. Oh, look, but the Nine of Pentacles. You deserve so much better. So much better. You could possibly even see people in the Nine of Pentacles. And some people can feel like you're gullible just for wanting them to be good people. It's like, why would you try to get somebody to not see you as a good person, but then you say you're a good person? Like, that doesn't make any sense. If you're a good person, then you behave like a good person. You don't say that you're a good person and then be emotionally controlling and manipulative and you abuse your power. That's not how this go. Oh, that came out fast. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. You can be burning out. Or this is the reason why you decided to remove yourself from the situation, because you're just over it. You're tired. You're tired of trying to find deep connections with people. You're tired of trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. You're just fucking tired. You're tired. You're tired of people trying to force you into situations that you're not ready for. And you're tired of being stupid and reckless enough to just go ahead and do it. Just like, okay, let's see how this go. And then it always fucking backfires. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. This is you releasing burdens or carrying it, doing everything by yourself. There's more burnout here. Burnout, burnout, burnout. But it's time for you to release doing something on your own, or just do it on your own and just leave people out of it. But it's something where you're about to release something, but you have been carrying a lot of burdens. You have. You have. And I feel like the people that's beside you or that was beside you or in your life, whatever, contributed a big deal. They contributed a big deal. It's like somebody just did not want you to see your light. You had a lot of fake support around you. Three of Wands. You released them. Justice. There we have it. Now it's time for you to see different opportunities here, collective. Like I said, just because, you know, this could be blood, this can be a relationship or a situation, whatever it is, it's somebody who knows something about your past. It's something about somebody who knows something about your decisions that could have caused some sort of pain and shit like that or whatever. But you will receive some sort of justice in the end here, collective. The moment you decided to walk away and said, you know what, fuck them all, is the moment you decided to find some sort of clarity, some sort of truth and fairness in the situation. Because Spirit been waiting for you. Spirit's been waiting for you to finally get to a point of choosing you. Okay, it's like Spirit's saying, how many times did they have to tell you? You have forgave and forgave and forgave and forgave and forgave and forgave and forgave. You have reconciled. You have swept shit underneath the rug too many a fucking times with the same people. And it's like Spirit is saying, enough is enough. It's your time to shine. Okay, guys, this is all I have for you. I hope that the message resonated. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Until next time, namaste.